Joe, Councillor Davies.
Yeah, look, I think, I don't necessarily agree with the strength of the language that Councillor Lamont used. I think we're going to have robust conversations. We all represent different organisations, and that's important. And that's important for democracy, and that's important for a statutory committee like this. We're coming in at an interesting perspective. Our future is very uncertain. We know that we've been identified as being on the chopping block, but we want to work together. And my message really to the TAs is this is an opportunity. This partnership could be a vehicle for realising the kind of urban development and the aspirations of the sub-region. And so the government reform hasn't eliminated the need or caused the need for pause for work as a coordinated unit. It's actually going to make it mandatory. And so I just urge all of us to see GCP as rather being this side confusing thing in the midst of massive reform. This could be a chamber for coordination.
Dan.
I just want, well, I think it deserves a reply. I think it's unfortunate, the analogy of Lord of the Flies. I did do that, Councillor Lamont, at fifth form in the school. I want to assure you I'm not that character at all. I am one about consensus in decision making and leadership. And just for the record, it hasn't been our council that's advocated at all for the destruction of Environment Canterbury or regional councils. I've advocated quite the reverse, actually, and have been one who is about seeking consensus and providing leadership for this area. But around this table, sometimes it's about trying to find the right way forward. So I just think we've got to be careful in this, that we don't get into having a go at each other, and that we rise above this and look at what the best is for Canterbury. It's not about what's best for our councils just. It's about rising above it and seeing what's best for Canterbury and advancing where we're at, regardless of respective positions. Of course, we're passionate about our respective areas, and that's what we've been elected to do. But we've also been elected to rise above. You'll note that I've made very few public comments about this, because I'm trying to make sure that we understand where this all sits in the grand scheme of things before we make any comment. I don't know until I see things next week. The rest of us are in the same position. Some know. Some are subject to NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, because they've been part of work streams. We're only hearing snippets. But what I am hearing is that this is going to be substantial. So before we get boxed into particular positions, we have to know where all the reform agenda sits, so we then can act in the best way forward. So that's where I sit. I just wish we didn't get into titles like that, but I respect that you're new to this. Thank you.
Dion.
So I'm going to write the close off as the mover. So thank you, everybody. Good discussion. I do think this is a practical way forward. I don't know Lord of the Flies, but I know Lord of the Rings. And why I'm going to say that, and the analogy is that I'm not going to put the ring on and be invisible. And I don't think the partnership should be invisible. And I think by leaving the option open to look at the functions that are going to fall out of the RMA where they do land, gives us the opportunity in this room to work with our partner, work with our councils, work with our staff, so that we can at least be visible, because I believe that the partnership, togetherness, being visible in that togetherness, is going to get us through this in a way that is best for our communities, because we've got to come back to that. This is about our communities, so I'm good to see this moving forward.